It was exhausting, y'all. That's one of a narcissist or a toxic person's main techniques to get you back is to exhaust you. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I have narcissistic personality disorder. So sometimes a narcissist will just exhaust you to get what they want. If you're divorcing a narcissist, they will just withhold, not sign the papers, not give you what you want. Hopefully they'll exhaust you to the point where you just say, hey, take everything you want, just leave me alone. You get exhausted. Like if y'all are arguing before bed, they won't let you go to sleep. They will literally exhaust you before you go to bed to just make you give up. Am I right? Am I right? I'll let you go to sleep. If you say I'm right, I'm right. Cool, I'm right. You can go to bed. Exhaustion, sleep deprivation, those things are techniques and those things are literally emotional abuse. So a lot of times a narcissist will just try to outlast you in situations because if they feel like they can outlast you or they can exhaust you, like they keep popping up at your job and things like that, they'll make you think it's just easier to be with them than it is to not be with them. Don't let them exhaust you. Hope this helps. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. I am Lee Hammock, the self-aware diagnosed narcissist known as mental illness across all social media platforms. And I use my platform to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, narcissists, survivors, victims, all alike, because therapy helps everybody, y'all, if you allow it to. And it also, I've been in therapy for 4 years. And also in the process of doing that, I help validate the victims and survivors of this disorder, because guess what, y'all? You might not be crazy. That narcissist or that toxic person in your life might be making you crazy or feel that way. This series is dedicated to making my TikToks and YouTube shorts longer. Just going into greater detail into those. So the one you just watched was about how a narcissist will exhaust you. This woman said, yep, my ex-narcissist did this. It was exhausting. And that was in response to, I don't know if y'all seen my little videos about how narcissists will pop up places, pop up at your house, pop up at your job and things like that, pop up at your, at your parents' house and things like that. Narcissist, like exhaustion, is one of the techniques that a narcissist, a manipulation technique that a narcissist will use to just win arguments or to get you on their side, to get you thinking like they think. And, to keep you there, to win. Because the examples I gave in that TikTok right there was a narcissist will, literally just keep you up at night. They don't care what you have to do in the morning. They don't care what you have to do, kids-wise, school-wise, work-wise. They don't care. They don't care if you need to get your 8 hours. They don't care. They will keep you up late as hell at night arguing until you give in to their point, regardless of how wrong they are or regardless of, how they feel or how you feel. They're going to keep you up for an extended period of time just to exhaust you. If you're trying to divorce a narcissist, like literally, if you're trying to divorce a narcissist or leave the relationship and things like that, if you want you're trying to have an amicable divorce. You're like, look, let's just cut ties, everything down the middle. We don't have to talk anymore. If you have kids, we can just co-parent, 50-50, whatever. No, they won't sign the divorce papers. They'll have you in and out of court for child support. They'll have you in and out of court for custody. They have you in and out of court for years if it's allowed. And they just want you to give up. I've talked to so many men and women that have just given up. They're like, I just got tired of going to court. I was like, look, here, take everything. And ruin their own lives by just getting exhausted. Here, just take everything. I don't want anything. I just want that free. I just want to be free of the situation. They get the cars, they get houses, they get everything. And you get to start over from scratch at your parents' house or something like that. And this goes for men and women and non-binary people. It's not just one gender sex specific thing, y'all. It's just not. So I tell people, exhaustion, don't let them exhaust you. Stand your ground. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, if you feel like you have to give up just to go to sleep, but don't if you have to make a life change and they keep you up late as hell at night, don't make that life change, y'all. Don't just I want to move across the country and this, that, and we're gonna stay up and talk about it until we decide on something. Don't make it a huge life decision because you're exhausted. Don't let them beat you because you're exhausted. Don't let them tear you down because you're exhausted. They've been exhausting you the whole relationship. Your energy has been lower because you've been in this relationship. You know what I mean? Your energy is lower. Your thoughts are, you don't think the same. You don't look the same. You've been exhausted this whole relationship. Don't let them beat you now. Don't let them beat you at the end. I'm just going to outlast you. It's like it's like going underwater and holding your breath. That's what a relationship with a narcissist is. You're going underwater. Both of you going underwater, looking at each other, holding your breath. So y'all, you got your eyes closed. You're like, okay, 1 minute. Ooh, lungs getting kind of tight. I gotta breathe. You got your eyes closed. You ain't got no goggles on. Ooh, you think you fighting? You think the narcissist over there playing fair, right? So you get ready to have to breathe. Like you 2 minutes in, you gotta get ready to breathe. So you open your eyes. The narcissist got a scuba mask on. They got a whole air tank over there breathing into it, faking you out the whole time. They cheat, y'all. They use other things to, sometimes they have resources on their side that you don't have. So you have to prepare for that. Don't play their game. And they suggested the holding the breath. They suggested this. Then you wonder why they suggested it. Hey, let's like, to win this argument, let's see who can hold their breath on the water the longest. You're like, okay, cool, that seems simple enough. And they cheat because they have it pre-planned. A lot of this stuff is pre-planned. They know they have an advantage over you. They know they have more resources than you do. They know they have some things on their side. They know they have more people on their side than you do. Hey, let's play tug of war. Your friends versus my friends. They know they done isolated you from your friends and family, so you don't have anybody on your side to pull the rope. They're going to do stuff that benefits them, not you. Why would they do that? They're self-serving, narcissistic people like myself. Why would I do that? Why would I do something that's going to benefit you if I'm self-serving? If I'm so egotistical, if I'm so egotistical and selfish and things like that, why would I do anything to benefit you? Ask yourself that question. You have to realize and understand that the narcissist's mind, my mind, that toxic person's mind who you're dealing with doesn't work the same as yours. They're not going to fight fair. They're not going to play fair. They're going to try to exhaust all your resources. They don't care if kids are involved. I have to keep paying money to go to court, and they're taking money out of my child's pocket. So, the narcissist wants to make you suffer. They do. That's why they keep you up late at night. My brain, I don't need much sleep. I went to sleep. Look, this is how I work. I went to sleep at 1 o'clock last night. I got up at 5:20 to hop on a one-on-one. It's 4 hours and 20 minutes, and I'm filming 2 videos right after that. Take my son to school. My day it's 4 hours of sleep. I'll take a nap throughout the day. I don't have to sleep much. They'll keep you up. They will. They use their resources against you. They'll use their friends against you. They'll use their job against you. Whatever resource that narcissist has over you, they're going to use it to their advantage to try to exhaust you and get you to give up. And the exhaustion also works to get you to give up and come back to the relationship. They'll keep popping up on you. They'll keep showing up on you. They keep sending you gifts. They'll keep coming to your job. They'll keep calling you. They'll keep texting you. They'll keep calling and texting your friends. They'll keep calling and texting your family. They'll keep calling and texting the kids that you share. They'll keep telling the kids stuff. They'll keep popping with your job. I'm just telling you. They'll exhaust you to the point where you just feel like, well, I might as well just go back to them because it was easier when I was with them. At least I wouldn't get 100,000 calls every single day. Not 100,000. At least I would get called 500 times a day. At least I would be getting texted and tracked and followed and stalked every single day because at least I know where they are. They'll exhaust you when you're trying to get freedom, so you'll come back to them. It's easier if you here. Things would be a lot easier if you just stayed with me. You wouldn't have to be like this. You wouldn't have to do this type of stuff right here. You could just stay with me. Blah, 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 blah. Boop, 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 beep, 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 beep. You see how that works right there? That's the mindset of a narcissist a lot of times, y'all. That's what I tell you. Toxic people, they're going to try to exhaust you and use every single resource they have to beat you. They are. To beat you into leaving them or giving them what they want after you do leave them or they leave you, or exhaust you so much so that you don't want to be apart from it anymore. Like, it's just easier to be with me. You know this is going to all stop, right? All you have to do is come back home. I'll leave you. I won't call or text you ever again if you just come back to me. Because we be living together now. I wouldn't have to call and text you all the time. You'll be back home with me. We'll be living together. We're back in our relationship. And you'll give in to that. You go back into an unhappy ass relationship because they won't stop calling and texting you. And you won't call the police. You won't get anybody else involved because you don't want it to get messy. But you go back into an unhappy ass relationship because you don't want it to get messy. You see how that works right there? You see how that looks right there? I would say you got to pick you, y'all. Sometimes you have to pick. Of course, when you're dealing with a narcissist, you have to pick and choose your battles. Of course, that's true. You have to pick and choose your battles. Every battle is not worth going to war over. Every arrow they shoot, is not going to hit you. But the ones that hit you sometimes are worth going to war for and worth going to battle for. But sometimes they're worth walking away from. They're worth, it's not giving up. It's walking towards a better future. Because if somebody won't let you go, they think they own you. I keep saying this in a lot of my videos because I keep needing to hammer the point home. You are property to narcissistic people. They think they own you. They really, really do. That's why they feel like they can blow your phone up and call you 500 times. They can text you 700 times. They can show up to your house anytime they want to unannounced. They can show up to your parents' house. They can show up to your job. They think they own you. And a lot of times, the only way you get that to stop is you force it to stop by calling the police, giving restraining orders, enforcing the restraining orders. Why they don't get a restraining order, don't enforce it. Oh my God, I got a restraining order granted, but they still keep popping up. What do I do? Enforce the damn restraining, call the police. You know how many people out here with the hope and pray they could get a restraining order? Y'all, some of y'all get them and don't enforce them. So many people out here getting denied restraining orders that need them. Y'all get them and don't enforce them. Come on, y'all. Come on. Realize how blessed you are to get a restraining order or a temporary protective order and things like that. Stay strong, y'all. You have to. Anyway, y'all, don't let them exhaust you. Be strife. Be safe. Stay strong. Like and subscribe for more. I truly appreciate all of y'all. Mental Illness is out. Peace.